I don't think it's over yet, chat, but we're going. Good morning. Happy time zone. Your time zone is the best time zone, chat. That's all you need to know. You are currently in the best time zone. How are y'all? Greg's currently in a great time zone, the DC time zone. My time zone, but closer to where the pen show is. Apologies. Apologies, Toby. Toby came in to check on me. Woo! Alan, chaos. 37 months, let's go. Started story, 14 months, let's go. Good morning, people. Good morning, Sergeant Story. Good morning, Alan. Good morning, everyone else. Good morning. Ready for the Pen Addict 50? Rip. Pixie was so excited to be DC this morning. She got up at 5:30. Rip. Pen Addict 1. What about the polls, all time zones at one time? Oof, I didn't consider that. Is that factually correct? Is that how the time zones work at the polls? I've never even thought about that. Now my brain hurts. AVL Marty, 11 months of subbing. You gonna be in DC, Marty? Are you working? Are you attending? Are you not? Are you nothing? My roll top renewal is done. Nice. I've been loving all the pictures. My parents had one of those roll tops. Very, very similar to the one you had when I was a kid growing up. I don't know where that one went. I wanted the ice box was my main keeper from those things. Hey, happy Rosemary. Good morning, good morning. Working. Nice. You're going to be busy. You're going to be busy. AVL Marty is every pen show. Facts. Marty, Kimberly, Jesse probably. Jesse's at most. Who else is at all the pen shows besides your traditional vendors? I have a non-vintage roll top, and it's still pretty decent. Yeah. Crap, it's been 20 years of subbing. You've been 20 years of subbing? That'd be crazy. Mike Independence, yep, he goes to a lot. Is that the Yankee ball I sent you? Yes. Splitter. DC map dropped. All right, let's take a look. Because we don't have too much to do today. We're going to talk about a Pen Addict 100 update that I want to run by y'all. And then I have a bunch of shipping and packing to do. So we'll probably only go like an hour or so today. We'll just kind of play it by ear, but I don't have a bunch of game plans. All right. Brad will be here, like just in this building here. So this is that front room I was talking about here. So this was formerly the cool kids room. I don't know who all is in there now, but it used to be like you'd walk in. They've definitely changed the layout. It used to be really, really squirrely. Can't stay long, but I want to hear about the Pen Addict 100 plan. We will jump into that quickly. Then we can maybe bounce back to here. But this was where we would go the first years, and it was just kind of like a hodgepodge. It was Canalea, Shone. Who else was in there? So I don't know who else would be in there. But yeah, we can take a look here. Boom. Pleasant Valley Textiles. London Pen Co. Oh, look at this. New to DC Pen Show, fountain pens, independent maker. Look at all these filters. Damn. Okay, we'll play with this later. I want to hook Andrew up because I appreciate Andrew's insight on these things that I discuss as well. So, Dot Mackey has a question. Just dropped this in the Slack, so I'll make it double answers. But I'm looking for desktop storage, fountain pens, standard pens, pencils, miscellaneous, desk, ephemera. Any suggestions? Toyota Craft. Excuse me. Toyota Craft. It's also Smand. But if you're looking for like an all-in-one, like if you want like a little box with some tray, some ink storage, some paper storage, you can find that like Toyota Craft has some great ideas. Build a secret room like Kirk Cousins, only if you have like brainwave like things. What are those called? All right, Andrew, this is for you. Pen Addict 100 update. Here's what I'm thinking. So a week ago today, I went through all the drawers here. You keep saying a word, but it keeps sounding like a cash register. Someone give Doc Mackey the link to Toyota Craft. Cha-ching. It actually is very cha-ching, though. Like, it's going to cost you. This is a great grave error on your part, showing up here today with that question. Last Thursday, I went through all the drawers, thinking I need to... The idea a week ago was, okay, I need to go through the next batch of pens that I need to sell. I need to get on this Pen Addict 100 project and... kind of clean it up and make it official, like get done with this project that I've been harping on for over a year now, or at least a year. So I got to thinking, like, after last week and looking at all those pens there and thinking about the challenges I was having deciding on those things, like how to define 100 pens over $100 and all these different rules that I had for pen acquisition. Did I buy the pen? Was I given the pen? Was it a gift? All of these things, I was making it like harder on myself. So I thought that afternoon it hit me. Yeah, another box. That's not going to happen. That I want to change it, or my idea to change it is to make this the Pen Addict 100 and use it as a ranking. And let me explain that a little bit. Not a dedicated, number 1, number 2, number 3, but have the Pen Addict top 100 pens with no restrictions. So my top 100 current pens live in the box. If it's not in the box, I think about selling it. If I get a new pen, I have to decide, is it box worthy, right? Does it make the list, or is it not in the top 100? So this solves a few of my problems. One is the acquisition problem, like having these hard definitions of what's allowed to be in the list. And it allows me to easier see the pens that aren't in the top 100 that maybe I'm quicker to sell. It allows me to move pens in and out. It eliminates pricing, right? I could have a Kaweco Sport in there if I wanted to, right? So I don't have to have a price barrier, right? And anything gifted isn't in the 100, then it's gifted. Yeah. So formerly, like if I was given a pen, did I include it in the top 100? Now it just is. Like it's either a pen that's good enough to be in the 100 or not. It doesn't matter how I got it. It doesn't matter how much it costs. Is it a top 100 pen? And I think that's kind of the path I'm going to move on. It kind of... Well, you have to move each pen down a slot every time. The one thing I haven't decided is if I'm going to do like the top row is 1 through 20. I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to slot them in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 because I kind of like finding all my pilot pens together and all my Nikayas together. Maybe I have a total spreadsheet where I could put a number on them, but I just think of it more as a group. Like, these are my best pens, my favorite pens, my most important pens. I'm definitely not buying another pen box. Well, still, that gives me the opportunity to thin the herd more, right? Like, still part of this is the destashing of things, right? But I'm trying to make it a little bit easier to make decisions. Definitely add stickers to my pens, true. Maybe have a top tray, a bottom tray, and arrange by brand in the middle. I don't know. That seems messy to me. Starting to sound more and more like tax law. See, I thought it sounds simpler. I thought the previous rule set was like overly complicated, and it was just annoying. So, the end goal is still to like reduce the number of pens that I have. So, I'll be thinking about things a little bit differently. So where the non-top 100 pens go, they're currently in the closet of doom. And this is just, I will say the one rule is this is fountain pens only. This is fountain pens only. Yeah. Like A. Miller simplifies it. Is this pen better than any one of the other 100 pens currently in the box? If so, it's in. If not, it's out. It's that. Yes, and if you're not in the 100, I can now decide to easier to give it away, sell it, things like that. We will not roll dice. Need another box for Pen Addict pencils? Yeah, like standard pens and pencils, that's not even something I'm approaching. So that's my thoughts. It simplifies things for me to make decisions. It was definitely like paralysis by analysis was where I was at, trying to sort all this out. And I think this is more open while having just a simpler rule set that I can get behind. So do you decide to keep your favorite 20 pilots, sailors? I mean, it doesn't matter. It's either good enough to be a top 100 pen or not. What's your fountain pen recommendation for drawing? That's two different questions. Hopefully something with quick drying ink. You can use any pen with quick drying ink, or you can get a pen that's good with drawing and add quick drying ink to it, right, Nate? So, like, I think Lamy Safaris are great drawing pens, but you need to find some quick drying ink with that. I also like Platinum and Pilot desk pens for drawing. The PA Top 100 seems more relaxed than the PA 100. Yeah. Hey, time to check in. Hey, let's check in. Let's check into my flight. All right, mull on that. Mull on that while I check into this flight. You call all Retro 51s and tactile turns. I have a whole batch of Retro 51s that I pulled for sale that I haven't sold yet. Like they're literally sitting right behind me on the floor. Acknowledge. Tap to complete check-in. TSA pre-check is on. I am not checking a bag, chat. We decided on rollerboard and backpack because my roller is not even going to be half full. I will have a completely half empty rollerboard, and that's just going to have to be my limit. No, I'm not shipping anything home. I'm just using a half a rollerboard. Add to Apple Wallet. Just join more on the PA 200. Nope. Add. What are you gurring at? Oh. All right, I'm checked in. Show you? No. The blue pen boxes are great at Toyota Craft. So, all right, there we go. Does anyone know which inks Franklin Christoph sends with their pens? I don't. That's a good question, Blogwalda. Do we have any FC representation here? Mike, Kimberly, any of y'all here by chance? Oh, Mike's on the road. Evan Max Twitch asks, what about pens that you have multiple colorways of? Any rule about how many of a pen can be on the box? Nope. Those all... Hey, I'll tell y'all what's going on in a second. So, yeah, no, those, like... I mean, they're either in or out. Right? If I have five pilot vanishing points, I can either have all 5 of them in, I can have 3 of them in and 2 of them out, or, you know, any combination of which. And if it's out, if the pen is out of the 100, then I need to think about selling it or gifting it or rehoming it. I use a Lamy Safari for drawing with platinum carbon black so I can do ink washes over. Yeah, those are great. That's exactly what I want to do. So I don't know what he's on this morning, but there's this ball, like a large ball that my daughter came home with from like the bowling alley the other night, you know, where they have like the tickets and games and stuff. So, you know, probably like a $20 ball, and it's got this face on it. And it's been in here for weeks. And he walks by it all the time, but all of a sudden this morning, it is agitating him. So he's laying. Here, I'm going to show y'all. Y'all ready? Oh, Lourdes, I like that question. Hang on. I'm going to show y'all what this dog's up to. He is protecting me. The thing is, it's here literally every day, and he spends hours a day in here and never notices it. All of a sudden today, he decided to get up and bark at it. So, COVID, no. Yes, be careful at the show. So, we might have to relocate the ball. Is that your guitar? No, that's my daughter's. She doesn't play anymore. RIP. I wish she did. My dog Hartley does the same thing with balloons. Yeah, balloons are one of those things because they kind of move around. Toby, come here. Stop. You're making me mad now. Come on. That's enough. Where's Beard? Come here. Go get him. Look. He's up there. Over there. Over there. There you go. All right. I showed him where his real toy is. All right. What did Lourdes ask me that I wanted to answer? As a pen stationery influencer, do you see how your desire to reduce inventory collection affects sales out there in the marketplace? It does not. It doesn't affect anything. I mean, I can move the needle, and from like a tastemaker perspective, if like some super hype pen goes out there and it's actually garbage, and I say that it's garbage, like I think that actually does make a difference. But like what I choose to like for my personal use, like for this, buying or selling a pen really isn't a statement on the quality of the pen, right? Or how good that pen is for someone else. Does that make sense? I don't know if I totally answered what you were asking me, but that's how I feel. Yes, I admit that I can move the needle sometimes, but I don't think this project has any relation to any of that. This is what we're doing today, chat. There's a ball over here that he does not like. Do I need to get the new orange TWSBI 580? I think it's pretty good looking. Yeah, I do like that. I do like the new TWSBI 580. So, Lourdes, I don't know if that answered your question. So, hey, Q-Scribe. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate you. So, that's the game plan I'm going to start working on. I'm going to pick out my 100 favorite pens. They're going to go there. And then if they don't go there, I need to think about selling them. So there we go. What are the odds if I contact TWSBI I can get a new 580 rock cap as mine broke this morning? What color is the rock cap? Blue? I'd say there's a 50-50 chance. Although it's been a while. Red? 50-50 might be too high. There's a 25% chance you could get it. I didn't buy a balloon Lamy because of you. That's actually a good move. Yes, see? Still, I pen-fluenced Peck correctly. Are you going to be posting the 100 anywhere? So I started a spreadsheet of the pens that made the 100, so I should probably have like a top 100, even though they won't be, and I'll just like rank them alphabetically or something like that. I don't know. There won't be any like... I'm almost certainly not going to do a number ranking because that sounds like an absolute nightmare, and I don't think that's valuable information. Like, you can ask me, Brad, what's your favorite pen in that box? And I'll probably tell you the Pilot Murex. And, like, I could tell you, like, my 5 favorite pens in the box, and then that's about it. Right? The Priam from my Cold Dead Hands pens is a very extremely short list. I think you should take it a step further and not give the top 100 in order. They're just in or out. Yes, I think that's what I want to do. You're either in or you're out. There's no way I can say the Pilot Vanishing Point Orange is number 69. And then I get a new pen that ranks ahead of it. It is now number 48. And then I have to move everything down. There's no way I'm doing that. That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. So you're either in or out. I didn't buy that Odo mini pin because of Brad. That was a bad one too. Yeah, it's a much simpler in or out type of decision. And it's also gives me a good it also gives me the opportunity to have things change over time. Like if I get a pen in for review and I end up using it for, months and reviewing it, and then it's just hanging around and maybe it's not initially in there, then finally I think maybe it needs a home in the box. Then there's a change to be made. Right? I think it's good. Ooh, that new Pelican looks good. The Glauco Cambone. That sounds like you need to see a doctor. Do you have a link to that, Rewizzles? He really hates that ball. The problem, Iowin, is this ball has been here for weeks. You could always do it once. Like, I would have a hard time ordering the pins in a tray. All right, hey, that's enough. All right, I gotta go move this ball. Hang on. Hey, that's enough. No more. All right. I mean, this would make y'all bark too, wouldn't it? Toby, look. Now we're zooming, chat. Come on. Come here. Come on, it's gone. He bolted. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear why he's barking at it, right? Like, I didn't say it was a good ball. It's pretty clear. All right, Toby, come here. It's gone. Come on. All right, we're back. He is pup set. He is pup set now. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. The Pelican. That's pretty cool. Like I said, I love pelicans. I love looking at pelicans. I don't enjoy using pelicans. Yeah, headful. The face was actually turned away, like you couldn't see it. Like, I love this pen, right? It's an amazing pen. Like, I could never use this pen. Anytime I try, ooh, it's a 600 too. I love the 600. They just don't work for me, chat. All right, welcome back. He's back now. He's got his regular toy. What's a good size comparison for the 600? It's smaller than you think. Like a Sailor Pro Gear Standard. Would y'all say that's a fair comparison? Sailor Pro Gear Standard is about a 600 size. What about the Pelican doesn't work the nib? They're too wide, and then if I try to get them modified down, the shape of the nib, it has like very high shoulders. I don't like the aesthetic of if I taper down the nib. Right, they have a very broad shoulder here, so it looks more truncated if I get the nib done. So, Pelican is perfect and Brad is just weird. I appreciate Pelicans. I appreciate everything about the Pelican. I have just learned over the years they're not for me. Too much ink for Brad? No, I don't think so. But they're really pretty. Gunter Wagner. God. So what is this? Sorry, I just want to read this a little bit. So how do we describe this? Apologies, chat. I'm trying to. Is there a description? I'm looking for a description of the material. Okay, here we go. The product literature indicates a whole new process was utilized in the creation of this M600, dubbed the Aurora process. Most notable is that the pen's barrel is actually made from brass, which is not the case on the standard M600 models. That brass barrel is first engraved and guilloched, resulting in fine grooves that are said to lend an almost holographic effect. Next, 10 layers of lacquer are applied and subsequently polished. Finally, the barrel is printed with the image, after which a final polishing renders a high gloss shine. Okay. That's ridiculous. I mean, and when I say ridiculous, I mean in the best way possible. It's a brass barrel. Y'all are going to make me try this one, aren't you? God, look at that. I like that. I like the Pelicans that I do use are 200 series with steel nibs. Your gold Pelican nibs are pretty stiff. It's less the stiffness than more than the roundness. I like this. So it looks like it's going to retail for a little bit over $600. Digital Manipulus, 9 months of something. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of into this, like, a lot. I hope there's one in DC to see. I will take a picture of it. Time to stalk cult pins. Facts. Facts, chat. I think that's really, really pretty. Yeah. See, I have zero issue with the price, Alan. I kind of want to feel it, though. Yeah, the gold furniture is my biggest hang-up. Like, I like gold furniture, but it's more the cap for me. Like, this is your base black cap. Kind of boring, but, like, I really... If this barrel's brass and it feels good, and you can really see the depth of the artwork, like, that's what you're getting here, right? Is you're getting some depth in this art. I could really see this being a popular one. Embrace your inner old man. What was Annabelle telling me I was an old man for the other day? Was it just the Pelican? She was just saying in general the Pelicans are an old man pen. This is going to do extremely well, I think, if the feel is right. I want to see how that barrel balances, because that front end is still their standard lightweight plastic front end, acrylic. Sorry. What's it called? Precious resin, probably. And if that brass sleeve is really thin, it's going to be fine. They are old man pins. Was that you, Toasty? Or was that Annabelle? I don't disagree. That doesn't mean I can't like them. When I write with a Pelican, I'm in Berlin in 1905. Hey, Larry and Lenny, happy time zone. I'm still really thinking about the polar time zones now. Can you, like, walk in a circle and, like, the time changes, like, a lot? I think it was you, but Annabelle agreed probably. Article says it's like 2G more. Okay, that's nothing. Okay. As long as the balance is fine, like, you're not... 2 grams spread across that barrel, I don't think any of us are going to notice. So it must be pretty thin. I really like the Pelican steel nibs, but love the Pelican icon. The Pelican icon is one of the classics. All right, we've spent an inordinate amount of time on that, but it's because it's a good pen. I would love to see that. One thing we don't get at DC, or in most U.S. pen shows, is any Pelican representation outside of, like, the vendors who carry Pelican, like Tom Bailey. You know, like there's like Chart Pack has showed up at how many shows? A couple. Poison filler with brass barrel is okay. I would say you can. I think brass is probably good for poison. It probably protects the poison well. That said, I do have a red stripe M800. I mean, that's a good one. We have a straw poll, love versus hate Pelican. I don't think you can. You don't have to hate. I don't hate Pelican. I would vote, like, if my choices are love Pelican or hate Pelican, I of course love them. I just don't use them. The inside of the brass is probably lined. Chart Pack was at DC last year, and I believe they'll be back this year. Gotcha. I love my Blue Dunes M805. I mean, Pelicans are really good. I really like them. I just can't use them. Oh, look, Evan. I'm packing today. I love all my Pelicans. I love all your Pelicans, too. I'm glad they're yours. Let it be known I only own one Pelican, the one given to me at the Pelican Hub. Let it be known. If you could have only one, would it be the 6 or the 8? I think 6. And the 8 is really good, too. I think 6. I think the 8 is the best. I think I'm 6. It's close. Probably 6 for me, given my preferences for smaller pens. But I haven't. When I had the Ocean Swirl, it was an 8, and it felt pretty good. I think I would pick 6 though, which is a problem for this one. Like this one's a 6. If you don't write with them, why are you keeping one or more in the PA 100? Maybe they're not going to be in the 100 anymore, Bork Ben Bork. Maybe not. That's where we're headed. Right? I need those are some of the Pelicans I have were gifted to me. So I've been trying to figure out what to do with them. Went to a corporate contract signing for rights, and every single guy signed with a green stripe Pelican or a black bulbous Mont Blanc. Yeah, I get that. Like, that is lame. I do have a certain daintiness for a big guy. I like my small, colorful pens. You need an 800 triple broad when you need a marker. No, I'll just use a marker. Pen Addict, can you do us a favor and take more short video at the pen show specifically? It's so much different than the pics. I really like that idea. Should I thought you just placed an order, Evan. Then I shipped you the perf, and then you ordered this one. I was like, he's up to something. So what do y'all think about... So the one thing I won't do is upload video content to Refill newsletter. But maybe on Instagram I can do like reels or whatever that kind of stuff is, whatever the one for like live shooting would be. Yeah, broad. I still haven't touched this pilot stuff yet. They're gonna probably yell at me this weekend. Instagram reels would work. I would actually like to do that, Glyph. I think about that all the time. I was thinking Friday. I know Mike does his walk around Friday, but I was thinking of like just doing like a show walkthrough, but maybe it's better if I just stop and start and like, here's a thing, and it's very specific for this thing, and then we're done with the thing. And then if I find the next thing, here's the thing, it's very specific for that thing, and we find the next thing. So maybe I would do that. I could live stream Mike's live stream. I've done that before. Like in Atlanta, when I've had time, I would go and like stand in front of him and shoot him while he's shooting his videos. Spoke Hat is fire. I need to order like 10 of those. No walkthrough. They're actually not good for seeing pins. Yeah. Okay. All right. Y'all are talking me into it because I've had this idea. Let me stop and start and favor small vendors makers. 100% digital medievalists. I think that's more interesting. Like, I'm going to talk to Bryce at Luxury, right? And I'm going to see like literally every pen they have. But like y'all can find like the platinum information on your own. Can you video part of Mike's bag talk? No, because I'm not going. Like I don't have time to go to any classes. I could poke my head in and take a picture of him. Can't we just put the spoke hat on the website for sale? No, because we're like drop shipping the manufacturing of those. Maybe we could if there's enough interest, where we could just order a bunch. I'm with you, Sergeant Story, because it actually, like, we're paying more for all that. Like, that's why they're so expensive. I want a 10-second clip of pins at Canalea, 10-second of Shown. Yeah. I'm with you. So, can I put... Sorry, so I've been working on my lock screen for my phone. People want like a specific product thing. Interview Mike as a bag expert on PA. We that is totally in our conversations that we have. Wasn't there a blue hat at some point? That was the tester. I don't know that we even offered it for sale. I love a spoke patch or sticker, but not sure a hat. Okay, so we'll have to figure that out. All right, so let me show y'all what I've done here. This is like, so this is today, chat. We're completely off the rails. Not that we're ever on the rails. Wait. What? Spoke trucker hat? It pretty much is. Invite Mike to the podcast to talk bags? Yeah. Like, we're definitely going to think about that. So, whoops. So what if I took off the weather? Does Instagram... Like, I like the quick access on the front of my screen now. So that's my camera. I'll all of a sudden into Shazam. We have to have rails to stay on the way rails, right? I love my spoke hat, but it's a little small for my head. Gotcha. That makes sense. I too have a large dome. All right, Instagram doesn't have a shortcut there. So rip, I just killed my weather. All right, so I guess I got to open the app for Instagram. Why doesn't Instagram have a widget? That seems stupid. All right, come back, weather app. All right, sorry. All right, so Instagram is on the home page, though. So... use focus to make a filming screen. I am not that smart enough to use focus. I haven't figured that out yet. So Instagram has, so it would be like this. Hey, rip. We just got YouTubed. The hell was that? All right, I'll look at this offline. Shown's new DC pen. Shown's new DC pen. I haven't even named it yet. This bottle's been on our wraps for years. Been a huge undertaking. Things. Titanium shell, Ultim body with a machined titanium clip. Largest size model. Lightweight. Maybe another special show version. Yeah, that doesn't do it for me at all. Given Shown's other pins. Like, I'm still getting a monarch nib. But if he has this one in like a stupidly anodized barrel, then we might be talking. Like, I like it. It's just like I don't like $500 like it, which is probably what this is gonna cost, right? Major Bedlam with a major gifted sub party. 10 gifted subs to the channel. Ink Explorer, Ben Walsh Design, Moldy Paper, Magical Quill, Jack of Myers, Guy Cycling, LTC, Coeur Surtois. I like that name. Carbon Corvid, Crash Fuzzy. Enjoy your gifted subs. Major Bedlam, thank you so much. That was super dope of you. You're so kind. Thank you so much. If you got a gifted sub, give Major Bedlam a shout out. Check your emotes. Give us a Toby Bork emote. When you're in the lock screen, you can swipe left to access the camera. No need for camera widget. Yeah, I just wanted to do it directly in Instagram, though. Boss Baker Chris. Okay, now I don't like it. What do you mean? I do like it. I don't like it. I do like it. Major Bedlam, thank you. I think I'd rather full-size aluminum than this. Need to try this in the hand before I say yeah. Yeah, I'll try it. Like, it's not for me. This model. But like I said, if I'm already committing to I'm committing $400 to a monarch nib. That's what I'm buying. $500 don't like. I mean, that's not how much it is. That was my guess on how much it is. I mean, how much do y'all think it is? I mean, I'm talking about with a monarch nib. With a monarch nib, it's got to be that much, right? So I'm going to buy a monarch nib for one of my barrels. That is the one thing for a fact I am buying first thing Friday. I just have to decide if I'm going to buy a barrel for it. And it's not that. Like, I'm not buying that barrel. With a monarch, I'm guessing 600. It sure is clean. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Yeah, so 500 I don't think is off. Hey, that's a cool link, Glyph. You're gonna make me like not allow links in the chat now. What the hell are you putting in there? What's up, Jackie? What widths do they have for monarch? Well, it's only always been one width, like, and it was like a medium. And that's why I've never bought one, but I'm hoping he has something fine. Well, 500's a lot for sure when I, especially if I'm like gotta get other stuff. I'm getting a monarch nib. That's what I'm doing this show. I see what you did there. Rip. Does it have like the step deal? What's the nib with the monarch nib? They are a single piece of metal shaped into a nib. So it's a single piece of titanium tubing drilled out and shaped by Ian. He's adding a broad monarch. That's the wrong direction, man. I need a fine monarch, but I still might get a medium and get it ground if I can get Gina. If not, I will just send it home with Gina or mail it to Gina. It's the correct direction. Can we get a ban for Sergeant Stretch? 10-second ban. Yes, so I talked to Gina in Chicago, said, can we get what I want in the monarch? And they said yes. So, like, I'm in. So I'm just going to finally break down and get one. He's working with nib grinder on an addition made to be shaped. Great. Need a double broad. Also ban Toasty Treat. It's broad. Get the grinder special and have it ground down to a needle point. Could you imagine? Like, I don't want this ground down to a needle point. But I want like a standard fine nib line. I would get it as fine as they would be comfortable making it. Because it's going to be so firm, it's going to be amazing. But yeah, that's the deal with the monarch. It's a tubular, made from a single tubular piece of metal, and it's kind of crazy. So, there you go. There you go. So yes, I'm hoping to get a fancy colored monarch, and then if need be, get it ground, and if not, we'll go from there. That is literally my shopping list. Besides that and Sugar Turtle Studios inks, Ultim Feed 2s. Yes, that was speaking. Ultim Feeds 2. Yes, totally tubular. Just be careful with it. Titanium is prone to fracture if it's unprotected and drop wrong. I think that goes for literally all of my pens. All of my pens are prone to fracture if unprotected and dropped wrong. So, like, I'm not worried about that. Yeah, so Visconti did a Typhoon nib, Jacob. I used to have one. Sailor pens for Brad. I like sailor pens. So the sailor pen is the one pen I've actually dropped and damaged. Luckily, it was straight on the nib and got that fixed. I need pen show season to end. I'm awaiting pens at a couple makers, and they're all busy with shows right now, so I have to wait. Poor me. Right, Alan? Who do you need me to yell at DC for you? Yes, sailor pens are fragile. That's the one I've dropped. Metal sections make pen go book. Is long blade nib similar to naginata? Everyone has a little different definition. If you're telling me long blade, I am going to say it's probably similar to naginata, because I always call those a spear tip, right? Like it's a point and then it's like rounded. So I would imagine that is some form of that. Yes. And it'll just be up to interpretation of what the nib grinder makes. There are a lot of people at DC that need yelled at. Again, Major Bedlam, thank you for all the gifted subs. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. So I was thinking about gifted subs yesterday, and like Start the Story has like 500 gifted subs, and like that's so nice. I really appreciate y'all's gifted subs, not just for supporting me, but allowing other people to have fun in the stream. Like that's cool. That happens. Like, I don't know. I think that's a cool thing. I was thinking about that yesterday. So sorry, digression. You could yell at Kanalea and Hines, but they're both so nice you shouldn't. That is, I wouldn't get anywhere because could you imagine me walking up and yelling at Jim Hines? Like, you just can't. Like, I'm not going to yell at that guy because I'm like, I would feel guilty. A certain nib grinders had a pin in mind for about 1.5 years. That could probably use some yelling. Finally got an Esterbrook Vintage 9128 Fine Flex. I don't think I've ever used that one. Turn my L2K into a lawn dart. That's one of the ones that when they fall, they go tip down because of that metal section. So that's how my Sailor got damaged. I thought you were going to say you weren't going to allow gifted subs anymore. No. I think it's fun. I mean, you know, I don't want y'all to like, you know, not give money you don't have or something like that. But I appreciate that other people like get gifted subs more than like you supporting me. Like, I think it's cool, like everyone to have like emote access and just fun. I don't know. It feels fun. Started out with the sub from Alan, and I'm here coming up on 6 months. Thank you, Miss Benani. I really appreciate that. Now that Sergeant Story has crushed my member, I've been gifting more on other streams. Good. I think that's great. And yeah, spread the love, right? Spread the love. If you have a Prime sub, use it. You don't have to use it on me. Definitely use those Bezos bucks. I heard Hines yell at a customer in Chicago. Not cool. I mean, there's probably two sides to every story. Don't yell at anyone. I know. You know me. I can't yell at anyone. Spent some more time at the pilot booth at Triangle Show with the SB. Was really surprised how much I liked it. Nice. I like using my Prime sub on random streams we raid from here. I tend to do that too. Definitely. I didn't even see what you said, Major Bedlam. DC in general. All right, should we do a giveaway? Gosh, we're coming up on an hour here. What else do we need to do? How do you use a Prime sub for gifts? You don't. You got to use that on yourself. So you just give it to someone else. Like, you know, it's essentially using your Prime, thinking of it as a gift to another streamer, but you can't actually like give it to someone else. I got a Triangle, not to ATL, need to ink it up with something. Yeah, I need to use these pilots. I like one thing on the DC show map. This is important. ATM. Where's the ATM? It's not on the map. Oh man. Oh, maybe it's a different page or something. Send the pilots to me. I'll use them for me, right? After the DC show, what is your next pin show? I'm going to Orlando in September, which is like exactly a month after, I think, DC, or maybe 5 weeks. Still loving the Yard of Lead, Brad, and I'm quite pleased by how well the cap seals. I couldn't believe how good a pin that was, Alan. Like, it just wasn't for me. Like, you clearly see why. I was so impressed with the nib, and then so impressed with just like the writing feel in hand. It is really, really good. They let vendors put down which types of payments we take. Oh, nice. I hope the nibs are available in DC too. If not, it's because they're sitting here. Yeah, Orlando's only a month away. It's like September 8th, 9th, 10th, something like that. So 4 or 5 weeks. And then that's it, Jacob. So Jacob was asking about my pen shows. So I'll go to Orlando because I want to see year 2 Orlando. It's already like upgraded. And then that's it for the year. Like, I don't have any other travel booked after Orlando. I might work. We've been talking about doing some pen shop visits, things like that with some different retailers. Nothing finalized yet, so we'll see. But there's still plenty of other pen shows after that. We have San Francisco at the end of August, Dallas towards the middle or end of September, Columbus, Detroit. This is all just in the U.S. What else? I feel like I'm missing one. Colorado, Tokyo, not in the U.S. Colorado's normally like first October, right? Beginning of October, right? Does anyone know if Crazy Allen's is still open? I do not. All right, let's do a giveaway. So I think after stream, I'm shipping today. So I think I have them up to date on all the addresses. I'm trying to think what I'm giving away here. I think I've given away any paper this week. All right, let's do some paper. October 13th, 15th. Gotcha. All right, let's do a little paper kit here. Shipping stream? No. I can bump enough here, though. So I just grabbed some different papers here. I saw these Life envelopes, and I don't have the letters that go with them. So I'll give you a Life notebook that isn't very letter friendly unless you want to rip out the pages. But this Rhodia Ice will fit in these. These are A5-ish letters, so you fold up A5. So Life envelopes, Life B6 notebook, and then a Rhodia A5 grid ice pad. I like these the best because of the color of the grid. I like this. I like the gray grid better than like their purple grid. So, all right, paper kit giveaway. Magna Carta number 10 nibs. Good grief. We'll look at those once I get the giveaway going. All right, so we got envelopes and papers and stuff. All right, this giveaway is open! Exclamation point raffle. And I will send you these paper goods, which are very nice. Very nice. Very nice papers. All right. Where's my mouse? Magna Carta at the Amsterdam airport. That's pretty funny. Rattler Jen! 24 months of sub and see you this weekend. Can't wait. Appreciated your email too. I'm going somewhere Friday night, but I didn't get the name of it yet. Probably on your list though. Yeah, this is like, we're getting into like the giant pilot size nibs here. Still haven't driven down there yet. No rush. Have we had a moment for Pee Wee Herman? We have not. So maybe we should all do the Pee Wee dance the rest of the raffle time. Sorry. That was not something y'all really needed to see. Lots of launches happening at the DC Pen Show. I'll let you search that. You guys search that online. Thunder Viking. There's some good videos, especially from the movie Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Worth seeing. If you were after Pee Wee Herman's heyday, you should go watch Pee Wee's Big Adventure. You should demo that dance for us, Brad. Maybe if I happen to be up at 1 a.m. at the DC Pen Show, there's a chance of that happening. That's probably about it. Good morning, Written in Rice. So did the ink, you said you got the ink samples. Were they actually intact? Because I didn't parafilm them. I just tried to like make it tight so they couldn't go. Did you say most of your pens are not stock nibs? That's a really good question. I mean, I'm sure technically they mostly are stock nibs just by pure numbers. But I think most of the stuff I write with has had some kind of modification. I rarely use like a stock nib for my day-to-day pen uses. Because I will eventually, if I love a pen enough, I'll want to have it a little bit more modified for my writing style. So I'll get like a cursive italic or something like that on it. But I mean, I have a ton of modified nibs. I prefer writing with modified nibs from a needlepoint to a cursive italic to an architect. And I will kind of move them around. There were some leakers. Dang. I should have done a better job. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully not too bad. Who else feels old because of Thunder Vikings comment, right? All right, good. Thanks, Claire. Yeah, take a picture. Will you take a picture of the tray for me? Or someone, will you take a picture of the tray for me after you get it done? Or at the show or whatever. I feel seen. I went to ink up a pen yesterday and couldn't remember what nib was in it. Yeah. All right, let's pick a winner. Rewizzles. Rewizzles always needs paper. And might actually use these, might actually use the letters, the envelopes. Dun 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 dun. You are you are here. All right, email me your shipping address. If you do it soon, it will ship today. If not, it'll be next week. If you do it like in the next hour or so, it will ship this week. It will ship today, as a matter of fact. All of my pens are stock, and I'm going to my first pen show in San Fran. I'm going to get some nib work done. May send in some questions. That's great. So one tip I will give you is you can go check out some of the nib grinders, like stock grinds. A lot of them will have testers at their table for you to test ahead of time, so you can play around with. And you know, you want to think about your writing style and stuff like that. But yeah, fire off some Ask TPA, and I would love to tackle those questions. Oh, I forgot Phil Hartman. Yeah, because Phil Hartman would be in some of the TV show episodes, wouldn't he? I believe. Am I not mistaken? Did he have a recurring character? Bum, 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 bum. Bring empty pens. Yeah, that's just like a pro tip. Captain Carl, thank you. Gosh, I forgot all about that. I've seen the hotels for the SF show this year. It's going to be much bigger. That's pretty cool because it wasn't getting like cramped or anything, but like, yeah, it was rolling up there towards the max. All right. See you, Boss Baker Chris. Yeah. Fishburne was the cowboy. That was my favorite character. And then there was one of the female characters on there. I can't remember. Gosh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch some of the TV show episodes. Oh, I didn't remember I didn't see the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie. Blew my mind when I realized Charlie's Mom on Always Sunny was on it. Yeah, it's crazy. There was a lot of great people in there. That was good times. Good times. Rip Pee Wee. For sure. R.I.P. All right, what else y'all need to know today? I think the pens I'm bringing, I can show y'all what I'm bringing. I'm bringing like 2 pens. That's it. So we're going to bring the new... Oh, look, I'm not showing you. Rickshaw Coyote Pink, my fave. The Leonardo MZG. Ooh, other than maybe the journal or nib, do you recommend any particular custom grinds for fast writing journaling? Boy, I love the journal or nib. Fast writing journaling. Better than that? I don't think so. I don't think so for fast writing. Like, I use cursive italics and needle points and architects and Naginata Togis. I don't think any of them are better for fast writing than a journal or nib. You have to keep 20. Oh, Waverly. That's a good one. That's one I'm looking forward to testing out. Looks like Mark Dwight is coming to the DC show. Nice. Apparently, I've been teased about a collaboration, but I don't have more details. That's the most teasing I have. Someone I was talking to whose work I like told me knock knock, and that's all I got. So yeah, cool. So Mark now, has East Coast clients. So these are the 3 pins I'm bringing, and that's it. So I'm returning. So the Urushi clutch pencil that was on loan to me, I'm returning. I'm bringing back to my friend who loaned it to me, Divakar from District Urushi is hopefully there. I need to get this back in his hands because it's too cool to not be used. My spoke pen, the Jetstream refill I always bring, and then just this fountain pen. The new Leonardo Momento Zero Grande 2.0 Primary Manipulation 1 Matte Finish Extra Fine Flex Nib. Whew. Whew. How do you decide on which Sinclair to carry? Outfit, mood, pins you plan to carry. Mood, outfit, pins in that order, but mostly just mood. This is my favorite one. I'm just carrying this one because it's my favorite one. The Coyote and Hot Pink. And then I'm bringing an empty one. The empty one is more classic, is the classic gray and orange. So I'm going to bring this one, just empty. What ink in the Leonardo? Robert Oster Purple Soul. Is Rickshaw going to be in DC? I don't know if they'll have a table, but apparently Evan says Mark Dwight will be there because he just showed a picture of his luggage. So that's it. That's what we're bringing. Yeah, Robert Oster Purple Soul. It's a hard ink. I don't know if it'll really show up on stream here. Oh, and I'm bringing my plotter. Duh. I don't know if this ink color shows up on here, but this ink color is like this in this darker purple range. I was going to use the Ito Murasaki from Pilot, but that's almost too bright of a color. So I went with a more muted purple color. Let me see. Purple Soul seems like it's been renamed to Purple Jazz. Yeah, I think so. Yes, I think that is exactly right. Purple Soul is now Purple Jazz, but it's the same ink, I think, is how it worked. So it looks pretty dark. It's going to look black from y'all looking at this here. But I'll see if I can get some of the color out. I also have an extra fine nib in here, so it's not going to really like lay it down. That's probably a pretty good representation. Oh no, Tess, I hope they're okay. So yeah, it's a dusty purple. So in this extra fine nib, it looks dark, right? But in the broader sense, it's got that purple. So it's not a real bright, vibrant purple, but I thought that was better to match this pen like this. So I think I did pretty good there. Do you take the nibs you want ground empty and other pens inked? Yes, exactly, McPen enthusiast. If you're getting a nib grind, you want to have an empty pen. Yeah, you put this in a Pelican, it'll be different. So that was a good choice by me. I've been commuting to work for the last hour. That seems rough. So yeah, I'm in on that choice. So that's it. That's like literally all I'm bringing, and I'm bringing enough room to bring stuff back. So I'll have that and my plotter, and that's it. Like, I'm trying not to overpack pens because I know I'm going to come back with a bunch of stuff. You're matching like Kardashian. That doesn't exactly rhyme. Nope. When do you get into DC? When do I land? I land at like 12:30. So whenever I can get to the hotel, I'm hoping to be at the hotel by like between 1 and 2, probably closer to 2 if I'm being honest. Then get my pass, and then just be like drop off my bag and go straight to the show. Where's my flight information? Yeah, should land around 12:30ish. Now you got me curious. Oh no, 12. So maybe I'll be there by 1. That would be great. Hey, Sioli-san. Reagan. Yeah. Arrival exactly at 12:00. And I'm not checking a bag, so by the time I get out, grab a lift, and get to the hotel, hopefully I'm there by 1. That would be great. Because it doesn't open until 12 on Friday anyway. That'll get everyone to get their passes, get their passes out the way. That way I can get there and get my badge like after the first rush and then just go. Like, I'm literally, like, I need to like get it National Airport. I forget that. People told me that yesterday. We showed that new pen of Ian's here on the stream earlier. So yeah, like, and I will work on some video. We'll do some videos. If you see me posting content that's not videos, yell at me to take some videos. I'll try to remember. It's really hard to remember to take pictures, much less videos. But if I make the effort, I'll get in like the habit and the routine of doing it. Now the question is, what kicks are you wearing? That decision was made yesterday, Tess. It should come as no surprise to anyone that I decided on the shoes pretty early on in the game, because I'm only bringing the pair that I'm wearing, so they need to be comfortable. They need to be matchy-ish. They don't have to be perfectly matched. I have to have clean socks because I haven't done laundry. And yeah, there we go. So yes, have I picked out which shoes? Of course. What kind of question is that? Twizzy says I can get a spare clear cat for the 580 since the Rock was limited edition. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're calling it the trash can. I'm not calling it the trash can. So yeah, I think I'm packed-ish because I wanted to see if I could use this rollerboard. Duck camo Nike, no, but that was option number 2, definitely. And I have 3 pairs of those: orange, chartreuse, and red. So I almost did orange again because orange goes with a bunch of stuff, but I tried to mix it up this time. Not Air Maxes, Daybreaks. I've worn these before. I haven't bought any new shoes in a while. I was almost gonna wear my Air Force One popcorns, and I still could, but I'm wearing my Undercover Daybreak June Takahashi. They're orange and gray, yellow and gray and black. Bring back Shocks. Shocks ended up being extremely uncomfortable. I definitely had a pair. They weren't all that they were cracked up to be. Y'all don't make me go get my shoes. I'm not gonna do it. I'm wearing my Ramones topsiders. Are you coming to the show, Peck? Yep. And it's amazing, Marty, how much those orange shoes go with clothes that I own. I mean, it's orange. Of course I'm gonna do it. Of course it's gonna work, right? So. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it here, chat. I just got Everett some Jordan Fly-E's. I love the Fly-E's. I love the Fly Knits too. I'm wearing some Adidas Tokyo things. I'm wearing these pink shoes that are dope today. I'll show you in a second. These would be good show shoes. These are like the most comfortable shoes. Yeah, Marty has tried to kidnap me and take the shoes off my feet before. Although I don't know what size shoe he wears. Orange is my color. Just ordered the orange Lamy Swift. Nice. Oh, that's a good color. That one they just launched, right? LTC. Hey, Brad and Chad, any ideas on how to make disc-bound notepads less floppy? Love them, but they're just not stiff enough when I hold them. That's a good point, Fury and King. So a lot of the disc-bound books come with a floppier cover, right? Because they need that. I think they design them around the flexibility of the system, right? So they don't want a rigid board messing with like the discs and having the disc pop out due to the rigidity, right? So yeah, like that's a thing. I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know, unless you just do something on the internal where you're like adding like chipboard or something. I don't know. Levenger's pretty stiff. I have a semi-firm leather cover from Etsy. Okay, yeah, maybe look on Etsy to see if there's any other firmer options. All the disc systems do sell rigid covers. You could add a cover, like an A5 cover or something like that. Use a second Levenger cover at the back. Okay, so yeah, a lot of people have some really good ideas here. Writing boards. What size? Is it A4 or A5? You'll have a lot better luck A5. Okay, yeah, A5. Yeah, you're great. You should be able to find something for A5. A4 is going to be a little bit more challenging. Does anyone else hear a hum coming through the stream? I'm going to be quiet. I actually hear a little hum in here, so maybe it might be me. Who's getting the show today? I'm about to finish packing and head down. Greg T is there. Yeah, it sounds like a refrigerator running. Better catch it. So actually, I think I can hear something out the door here. And it's not Toby. Earlier, it was Toby. Toby was the hum earlier. Right now, it's not Toby. Are there trader hours today for people going to the show? People just mingling, hanging out? Right, Front Me? That was awful. Nine to 5? Gotcha. Makes sense. Should be fun. It's always a good hang on Thursday. If you're going to spend time, like if you're going for the weekend, Thursday's pretty chill. You don't have to spend all day. Go for a few hours, hang out, chill, and then it gets busy Friday. So what time does it open on Friday? Is it not just like 12 to 5 on Friday? Something like that? It's not like morning. Do they have like for weekend pass holders? Oh, weekend pass people. Or DC Pen Show people. If anyone wants to be me on Sunday, I bought a weekend pass. Just saying. 9 a.m. for weekend pass every day. Gotcha. And then that's the standard hours. So yeah, I bought a weekend pass just because, so I could get in early on Saturday mostly. If anyone wants to be me on Sunday, you can have my pass. Just saying. Find me at the show. If you haven't bought a ticket for Sunday. Yeah, prioritize your list. So I'm getting a Monarch and that's it. But if you're Brad, the kicks have to pass muster on Sunday. True. Kick audit. If you're going to be there Sunday, Peck, are there any activities after hours that you need a weekend trader pass for? I didn't see anything, but I didn't like totally audit that. Excuse me. I have no plaid shirts being packed. Pattern shirt, maybe. Do you have a PA 100 for shoes now? So my shoe thing was literally my COVID hobby. I haven't bought a pair of sneakers in probably 3 years. I just wear the same ones or I had the same batch that I ordered because I bought like 20 pairs and they're all still like brand new because I rotate them. So there you go. I wonder if I can get down to DC and back in the same day without my wife noticing. Oof. Oof. I need a big Toyota box for 100 pairs of shoes, right? All right, let's do a raid. I need to go get working, get packing. I got a lot to do before I go. I wear size 15, so my shoe choice is the one that fits. That's a fact. Oh, Brad, have you heard the bandolier is the new fishing vest? I've seen some bandoliers, some pendoliers, and some inkdoliers at the shows. It's very funny. I really hate how Twitch has made extra buttons for all this stuff that I can't find. At least my Converse habit is more compact than sneakers. All right, that's it, chat. I'll be posting a lot of stuff online. Follow me on Instagram at Pen Addict if you're so inclined. That's where I'll try to post stuff for the most part. And I'll try to remember to do some videos because I think it'll be a good idea to do little quick videos. And I'm excited to see y'all. I'm excited to share it with y'all. I'm excited to get to DC, which I haven't seen in a while. I'm excited to talk about it with y'all when I get back. So normal schedule next week, right? So I'll just be gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll have a regular week next week. Tuesday we'll catch up. We'll do a recap. And Wednesday recap podcast. See y'all there. I'm excited. I'm ready. So if you're there, come say hi. Come say hi to me. Maybe tell me your Twitch name. Like, I'm great with faces. I'm not the best with names. So, like, don't feel shy to say, hey, I'm such and such. So, it's all good. All right. Love y'all. Have safe if you're traveling. Be safe if you're traveling to DC. Have a good time. And I'll see y'all there. Bye.
I take one of